Alright, good afternoon. Welcome back to Columbia Basin Hobby YouTube channel. I know it's been probably a while since I've been on and had a video, but today I am working on a new car that I got, and they've got some inherent problems, so I'm fixing them. The new car is, yes, that's the Losi Baja Rey 2.0. Their inherent problem is, I don't know if you can see that, is the flex that's right there. I don't know if you can see the flex that it has. But anyways, I got some parts coming, and I'm going to put those on and see how much it actually fixed the problem. So another thing that I did that I didn't care for, I took it for one little run and I didn't like the way the suspension was. So I looked around on YouTube and in other forums and stuff, and a lot of people were saying to put thicker oil on the shocks. They're putting like 60 or so in the front and 70 in the rear. Well, I didn't have 60, but I put 70 front and rear, and I like the way it is now. It's much better. It seems like it's more. Before it kind of just bounced, and it didn't, like, you know, rebound like they're supposed to. So, yeah. Let me get the camera set up, and I'll show you the parts that I got, and we'll get to see if that fixes this flex problem right here. So anyways, stay tuned. I'll be back. Alright, here's what I got. I've got these because all the other ones bolt in here and here and here and here, but they really don't bolt into here. This one has a spacer, so it bolts into that too to get rid of that. So it kind of makes it, yeah, a solid point there. So we're going to put these on. It comes with the new screws and everything, so let's take everything off here. Try and keep these screws separate from the other ones, the new ones it comes with. Grab my in here. Alright, set this in like this. It's got longer screws and shorter screws. The longer screws go here. Oh man, oh, there we go. Longer screws go there. There we go. There's that one. The other longer screw goes there. And this was going in there. Oops. Gotta get this all lined up here. Alright, 2 shorter screws go on this one. That. Not going to tighten them all the way up yet. Have to move a few things. Get things lined up in here. There we go. And then spacer and that one. Goes. I always like to grab my screwdriver and just make sure I got them all tight. Alright, and I will get the other side done. You will, and we'll come back. I'm done and see. Alright, I've got both sides done. As you can tell, it's all bolted in there. And look at that, man, that doesn't flex anymore. Wow. Kind of flexes still a little bit back here, but that's fine. You want that. But that doesn't flex at all. Like I said, it didn't react like that with the thinner shock weight oil. I put 70 front and rear, and I like the rebound and stuff, so hopefully that'll work. I'll get the body back on it again, and there's 20 of these screws to get the body on. So there's 4 on either side, 4 on top, 4 on the front, and then 2 on either side on the back. But anyways, I'm gonna get the body on and we'll be back and see what it looks like all done. Alright, there we go. There. Body's back on. Has no flex back there now. Now, there's still a little bit in this back here, enough to give it a little bit of, you know, if it should roll, I think it'll give enough flex. But man, that's a lot better. A lot better than what it was. Like I said, I like that, and then I also, the back shocks, I don't know if you can see, were in this hole. I moved them one back, and that puts, this is level. Before it sat up just a little bit like this, but doing that, it sets nice and level. Now I do like my UDR. I think I'm going to sell it. The UDR definitely shocks and stuff look more scale than these do, because these kind of go in at an angle and they're not doubled like the UDR is, and that's like a real trophy truck. But still, the first time I drove this thing, everything looks really scale when it's driving too. So anyways, that's it for the installation of those. And those are T-Power, something like that. I got them off Amazon. They're like 35 bucks. So, but like I said, I like those. A lot of the other ones just went straight through and didn't do this little, didn't take into this screw right here. They just went straight back. I went in the 2 in there and 2, maybe the 3 in the front. But that definitely made a lot of difference. So anyways, there we go. Hopefully I can get out to the dunes or out to some sand pit someplace and actually run this thing and do a running video on this thing. That'd be fun. So anyways, until next time, thanks for watching this video, and like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you on the next